Welcome back to box 30 of the Great Collection unboxing. This should be a fun week. It's called Breyer Mixed Wildlife. This collector loved the wildlife, so we'll see what we've got. Some in box, some not in box. First, we have the National Park Foundation Wilderness Series Deer family. I'll open these guys up. So when you store things in their box, they can rub. And so what this collector did was, oh, they're not in there anymore. That's why. So that's why they put all this little tissue here. So the buck is still strapped in, but the deer, the doe, and the fawn have been taken out. And they still look like they're in good condition. The buck has all of his tines intact. So they reissued these deers a lot over the years. I like the ones that have that big Parks Foundation sticker. So, oh, and nice. They are all by eye. It's a little creepy looking if you ask me, but they have the little brown detail around the eyeball. So that little bit gives them a little bit of extra value. So that's cool. Next, we have a bighorn ram, also from that National Parks Foundation series, the Wilderness series. So this is another one. I mean, when you make a bighorn ram mold, you can't make a whole ton of different colors. But this guy's a little bit darker. He has the brown horns. He's made in the USA. He is number 393. So really nice condition, really an attractive piece in that dark brown color. Oh, and let's look at his eyes. Okay, his eyes are just weird. They are bi-eyed, but the way they created his eyeball looks a little odd. And we'll go with our last in box. Also from the National Parks Foundation Wilderness Series, we have the mountain goat. White, brown horns, mountain goat. There you go. Let's see what we got that's not in the box. We have another mountain goat. This one is probably older. He looks like he's a bit older. It's kind of hard to tell these guys because how many different shades of white and tan can you come up with? He is white, mostly white with a little brown shading. He has a lot of rubs on his hooves. His hooves are gray, and his horns are gray as opposed to this guy who has the brown horns. So this is probably one of the original 1970s issue. Kind of okay condition. I'm not as familiar with this particular mold. All of my wilderness animals are off boarding at my parents' house, but looks like he's in pretty nice condition. And next, looks like we've got a bunch of bear. So we have a big mama bear. This is all solid dark brown with just a kind of a grayish face. She came originally, I think, in two different colors. This really dark brown with a grayish face and then a little lighter brown. They can be confused because they were produced for such a long period of time. They do have the round Breyer mold stamp on them. She's in okay condition, has a few rubs on her ears, and it looks like she's going to have lots of cubs. So this cub matches her in the face, very dark body, kind of that grayish face. This cub, this is a different cub. I think this is newer. This is solid dark brown like these guys, but has the browner face. I'm sure bear collectors are very up to date on all the variations, but like I said, mine aren't here. Now this guy looks a little bit, these two look more similar to me, where they're the very dark brown. This one has a little lighter face, so if you put them all together, The guy on my left has a very light face. The guy in the middle has a kind of a medium face. And the guy here on my right is a very dark face. So I am not sure if those are all different releases. They just look like different releases to me. But sometimes these guys were made for a long period of time. Different painters, different paint jobs over the years. They could all be the same. Or they could be different. So we got a mama bear and her 3 cubs, and that looks like the end of a pretty quick box. So hope you enjoyed. We had some newer and some older, and definitely a mixed lot of wildlife. Join me next week and we'll find out what we got. Thank you.